If you're ready to explore more of Arizona, come on along with me.
Let's return to the east side of the state. We're starting at Sunrise, then Leupp, Leupp Corner, Meteor Crater, Two Guns, Canyon Diablo, Twin Arrows, Angel, Winona, Donny Park, Timberline, Fernwood, and Flagstaff. Sunrise, or Old Leupp, looks like it hasn't been inhabited for a long time. Leupp Corner looks something like a rodeo ground. And then just down the highway after here, there's a real pretty rest area. Meteor Crater was formed by a big asteroid that was 150 feet across that was made out of nickel and iron. The white hole in the bottom was made by people digging. Even the rocks look strange that are around here. Two Guns was obviously a tourist attraction at one time, but it looks like it closed down a long time ago. There's a very bad dirt road that goes to Canyon Diablo on the other side of these tracks, but you can see that no one has lived there for a long time. From Flagstaff, we'll visit Lower Lake Mary, Upper Lake Mary, Mormon Lake, Happy Jack, Blue Ridge, Winslow, Joseph City, Holbrook, Sun Valley, Woodruff, the Petrified Forest, and Adamana. Mormon Lake, the largest natural lake in Arizona, is nearly dry at the last of June, except for a little water at the inlet. Since it's over 7,000-foot elevation here, it's a perfect place for summer recreation. The big campground is nearly full. You can ride horses, mountain bikes, snowmobiles, or just explore through the pines. This is a beautiful place. Blue Ridge has the only outdoor post office that I've ever seen. There's a place to mail your letters, and everyone's own box, even a bulletin board. Inside the visitor center, there's these skeletons of some ancient reptiles.
It's on a park map. The sign tells us that before Petrified Forest became a park, many people walked off with these pretty little crystals that form in the petrified log. This sign also tells us that before this was a national park, tons of this petrified wood down below was hauled away. The agate bridge petrified log was starting to crack a little bit, so they put some supports under it. Now we're back to the painted desert again. Newspaper rock is a bunch of petroglyphs that were put on the rocks by the farmers who lived here around 1,000 years ago. Admana is over there to the west of the park, and it's pretty well deserted. They figure that there were about 200 people living in this village a couple hundred years before Columbus discovered America. As you can see on this map, the Pueblos all lived around the Four Corners area, and a couple of other tribes lived further south, clear into Mexico. There are hundreds of these petroglyph collections throughout the petrified forest. This is near the spot where the old Route 66 used to cross the Petrified forest. You can see the cars in the background on the new freeway. The old Route 66 used to go all the way from Los Angeles to Chicago. The Painted Desert is a huge area that goes from just east of the Grand Canyon to St. John's, Arizona, almost to New Mexico. It's a masterpiece of God's artwork. That's all the Painted Desert and Petrified Forest. This is the north end. Last we'll visit Navajo, Chambers, Wide Ruins, Clegato, Gando, Gando Lake, Kinlichi, Cross Canyon, Naslini, Sawmill, Fort Defiance, Window Rock, St. Michael's, Hunters Point, Oak Springs, Painted Cliffs, Lupton, Indian City, Houck, Pine Springs, Cedar Point, Sanders, Witchwell, St. John's, Lyman Lake, and Concho. This road over the mountain to Sawmill has actually been graded, but it gets such deep ruts during the rainy season that they just can't be covered up.
Here's another one of these old abandoned hogans near Oak Springs. Houck looks about like a recent ghost town, although there are people at the chapter house. About a mile up the road to Pine Springs is this Trading Post grocery store. Pine Springs has a fire department, a church, and some schools. This is the inspection station for the trucks that come in from New Mexico. This is on the old Route 66 along the freeway. Not too many businesses are able to stay open.
That's about as far as we've gotten today. Come back again next time and let's see more of Arizona.